Good morning, everybody. Haven't done one of these in a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd get the old camera back out and we'll talk about something today, so you don't forget what I look like. Talked about buyers the last couple of times. Today I want to talk a little bit about selling your house. It's November. We're coming up on Thanksgiving. End of the year is coming. Christmas, the other holidays that take up December. People don't really think a ton about selling their house in this time of the year because they're worried about other things. But this time of year is a great time to start thinking about selling your house if you're planning to in the spring. Getting a house listed can be a process that can take 2 or 3 months, sometimes more. There's probably deferred maintenance issues in your house that you've kind of just let go, you haven't really taken care of, or maybe you have a list of them, but you're like, well, I'll get to that some other time. But those are things you really want to get done before you list your house. Small deferred maintenance issues can be a real impediment to sale. So sometimes kind of getting the process started a few months prior to listing is a great idea. Say if you wanted to get your house in the market March, April this year, really want to hit it at that prime time when everybody says is the hottest time of the year for real estate, and it often is. Now's a great time to meet with somebody like me, a real estate agent who can come in, talk you through what the process is like. We can walk through your house, can give you some ideas of what things to focus on as far as repair, updating, and what things maybe you don't need to worry about. And there are things. Sometimes people will want to renovate their entire kitchen prior to putting it on the market, which is fine, except you have to remember a couple of things. Home renovation is not a one-to-one thing. So just because you spent $50,000 on your kitchen doesn't mean you can add $50,000 onto the value of your house when you put it on the market. Doesn't really work that way. Also, you're also kind of making design choices for a future occupant. Sometimes people want to make their own choices. So for some sellers, I would recommend, unless there's a issue that needs to be repaired, you may just want to leave the kitchen the way it is or other rooms. On the flip side, if there is an issue that you know is going to be there and is going to come up on an inspection report or might be a impediment to closing the deal when you get an accepted offer, we can help you identify those so that you can have those taken care of or have answers to questions prior. For example, I listed a house earlier this year. It had a flat roof, about 20 years old. Those can be that's kind of getting into the area where you might have to worry about it. Rather than just let that be there and hope that a buyer didn't care about it or replace it unnecessarily, we got a roofing company in early to do an inspection of it and gave us a report. They said it had a good 5 years left. We were able to pass that along to the buyer. The seller didn't have to pay extra money to have the roof replaced prior to listing unnecessarily. And the buyer knew that they had some peace of mind. They weren't going to have to worry about it for a couple of years. So those are the kind of things we as realtors can help you do as you're planning your listing. We can also get things prepared as far as staging, having a marketing plan in place, and just helping you prepare for that move. I mean, it's a big deal when you move. It's a big deal to sell your house. Maybe it's full of all the memories. Maybe your kids have moved out and you're trying to downsize. Maybe you want to sell a small house and move into a bigger one. Those are all things we can help you do. But now is a really good time to do it and to think about it, not the least of which, it's a time when you're all together, right? You get people in the same room and you can kind of make these plans. So that's all, I wanted to get across today is if you're thinking of selling in the spring, you don't want to start thinking about that in February. You want to start thinking about it now. And if you are thinking about it now, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you out. Have a great day. Have a great Thanksgiving if I don't post another one of these prior. It's a great holiday. I love Thanksgiving because it's just about eating and seeing people you love. So do those things. Have a great time. And we'll talk soon with more tips about real estate. Have a great day. Bye.